14-year-old Pakistani kills man over blasphemy accusation. In a shocking incident highlighting the ongoing tensions surrounding blasphemy in Pakistan, a 14-year-old boy fatally stabbed a 55-year-old Shia man named Nazir Hussain Shah in Punjab's Gujrat district on June 23rd, 2024. The teenager, a seminary student, was allegedly incited by his father and uncle, who claimed that Shah had spoken against the companions of the Prophet Muhammad. This tragic event occurred just days after another man was lynched in Swat for alleged Quran desecration. We covered this story extensively, underscoring the volatile nature of blasphemy accusations in the country. A senior police officer described the incident, stating, quote, getting motivated by the words of his father and uncle, the enraged teenager took a knife from his house and confronted Shah on Sunday afternoon, stabbing him multiple times and killing him on the spot. While blasphemy carries a death sentence in Pakistan, human rights groups argue that such accusations are often misused to settle personal scores and intimidate religious minorities. This case has reignited debates about the need for reform in Pakistan's blasphemy laws and the protection of vulnerable communities. So, Armin, we have a lot of people who are newer to the channel because if you've been following Atheist Republic for a long time, it would immediately be obvious to you why this Shia man has been attacked for this reason. Because someone might say, "Oh, you're talking badly about the companions of the prophet. Like, why is that a big deal? Wait, what's the why would someone find that so offensive that's actually worthy of killing you in the middle of the street?" So I think it would be really worthwhile for you to explain to people who aren't already familiar why this is so such a hot button issue.
Yeah, before I mention that, this is a higher level. Like people think, oh, of course Pakistan. Well, no, not of course Pakistan, because we used to be in a place where if you were said something against Muhammad, it would be seen as blasphemous. Okay, but we have progressed. This is not even normal, even among many Muslims, for people to be disoffended by you being holding a position against not just Muhammad, but Muhammad's companions. And the reason why this is especially dangerous is because being against Muhammad's companions, who are Muhammad's companions? Some of them were the three first caliphs, the first three caliphate. I don't know how you say it in English. The first three caliphs or the first three caliphates, they were within the Shia. And so what's dangerous about that? So Omar, Abu Bakr, Omar, and Osman are Khalif number one, Khalif number two, Khalif number three. These three people are the companions of Muhammad, some of the companions of Muhammad, some of Muhammad's closest companions. Do you know why, Susanna, why is it so dangerous to see it as blasphemous to be against these three people? Or offensive, at least. Because it's fundamental part of Shia teaching that these are horrible, horrible people. This is the DNA within the roots and foundations of Shia ideology, is that Abu Bakr, Omar, and Osman, cursed be upon them, according to Shias, are horrible people that didn't let Ali become the first Khalifa or Imam, whatever. I'm not going to get into the details. So this, consider making the companions of Muhammad as holy. I know a lot of Muslims would disagree with the words I'm using because they're like, Armin, it's not blasphemous. These people just find it offensive. These companions are not holy. Well, you're treating them as if they are. You're treating them as if they are holy. It's not just Muhammad. It's these guys as well. It's not just Muhammad that if you speak against him is blasphemous. If these guys are now becoming holy as well, this will make the Sunnis fundamentally and aggressively and violently against the Shias. This will increase the levels of tension if this grows, if this view, then you don't even need to express yourself as a Shia. Because as a Shia, at some point in Pakistan, as a Shia, you would be marked as somebody that, without expressing yourself, holds the views against companions of Muhammad. In Iran, we have people gathering around in large numbers just to curse Omar. They say cursing Omar ceremonies. We have
Yeah,
cursing
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Omar.
yeah.
We have
Oh, what?
Omar was a companion of Muhammad. In Iran,
Bishamar,
thousands of people
Bishamar.
get around together just to curse Omar. That's how hated that guy is. Many religious Shias love cursing Aisha. Aisha was the favorite wife of
Oh
Muhammad.
yeah.
Shias
Oh
curse
yeah.
Aisha.
There are
Many
wait,
Shias.
there are
Oh,
Shias. I mean, these are the extreme, the extremist Shirazi Shias who get together and celebrate the day that Aisha died with birthday cake.
right. Yes. 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 Yes.
I gotta go find that. It's so funny. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, so it's so interesting because I went down a rabbit hole a few years ago of really diving into particularly the Shirazi Shias, who are the ones that are most infamous, among the most infamous for their cursing of the companions, and especially diving into videos by Sunni content creators going deep into the conspiracy theories about the Shirazi Shias. And then it's like this whole issue of exposing which leaders in the Shia community are actually followers of the Shirazi Shias. And then it's like the depth of conspiracy of these two groups against each other goes very, very, very deep to the point that in Pakistan, there are actually elements of the legal code in in regards to blasphemy that protect the companions of the prophet within from insult within the law. There was an incident that happened a few years ago where I swear to God, a toddler got arrested in Pakistan for being part of one of these ceremonies where they're cursing the prophets. Like a 3-year-old. I gotta go find that news story because people aren't gonna believe me. One second.
Yeah. By the way, somebody in the live chat saying, as a Sunni, I respect Shia brothers, right? So this is first of all, I'm glad that we have Sunnis watching our show. That's amazing. Um, so this I just want to make it clear. From Muslim to Muslim, this is very different. So the Shias that hate Sunnis and the Sunnis that hate Shias, there are a small percentage of the population that have this much hate for the other side. But well, small percentage, but high number. Okay, high percentage, small percentage, a small number of it's a small in percentage, but it's high enough in number that will cause so much chaos and instability. And this is the problem with religion, because the foundations of religion are so toxic and dangerous that if a small percentage of that population, of a large population, take it seriously enough, it will cause chaos and instability. This is why you could have so many Muslims that are peaceful, that don't act violently, but yet Islam being the problem. Because it doesn't have to convince all of them to act like this. It only has to convince a few of them to look at their ideology and take it extremely seriously. And by the way, this was not in Pakistan. If you went to Pakistan before 1979, that before the Iranian Islamic Revolution, the Islamic Revolution in Iran, there were many Pakistanis who couldn't even tell the difference, didn't even understand that Shias and Sunnis, like, didn't understand the differences that much. The divide between Shias and Sunnis in history goes up and down based on different events that happens, right? Sometimes Shias and Sunnis living next to each other without even recognizing the difference. And then other times when it becomes politically convenient for some people, the divisions become so highlighted. So after the 1979 Islamic Revolution, the Shia Sunni divide increased because of Saudi Arabia and Iran, and that division impacted the entire region, including Pakistan, because Saudi Arabia's response to the new Shia regime in Iran that was trying to export its ideology around the world beyond its borders was for Saudi Arabia to also build Wahhabi schools everywhere it could, and including a lot in Pakistan. And that's when the division started becoming more highlighted in Pakistan as well. But again, if you think this is normal for Pakistan, this is not normal for Pakistan. It keeps getting worse. And I'm not saying it will continue. Maybe it will, maybe it will not. But I hope there needs to be a way to de-escalate all of this. Because again, the natural conclusion for making the Sahaba, the companions of Muhammad, also untouchable, is that every Shia will be fair game. Go on. What is it that you want to show?
Oh, I just wanted to show the story that I mentioned so people don't think that I'm just pulling something out of my ass. Pakistan police charged toddler for holding an illegal gathering. A Shia toddler was charged with holding an illegal majlis, like a meeting, and promoting sectarianism. So,
What? How? I don't
just to
understand.
prove that I'm not just making something up.
Okay.
Um, yeah.
Are you sure that was not the onion?
Yeah, I wish. I
Islamic.
wish. I wish it was.
Mm,
Um,
Islamic onion.
man, there's a part of me that just wants to go down a wormhole of the Shirazi Shias right now. And all of the things they do with the insults. Oh my god. Wait, let me try to find at least the birthday cake. Uh um Shia insult Aisha
Islamic onions.
birthday cake. And it's a little bit it's really unfortunate because a lot of people will hold up the examples of these Shirazi Shias and then use that against the entire community. And a lot of people are like, this is completely
A
this is
lot of people
promoting
also promote them
sectarianism,
as
this is promoting
anti.
violence.
A lot of people also promote them as anti the Islamic Republic and therefore good, but they're also horrible. They're like nothing better than the Islamic Republic.
Oh my god,
They're
I
actually
found it.
Sure.
Wait. The name of this video is Shia celebration of death, Aisha, cake and balloons, psychotic hatred, posted by the channel Sunni Pure Islam. Oh my god, and there's an age restriction on this. Okay, wait. Give me one
Oh,
second. I need
maybe we shouldn't show it, huh? Can we get
I
in
think it's
trouble?
fine. I think it's fine. Okay, wait, I have to make sure to share the audio. Okay. Here we go. Oh, okay.
Oh, I have something to show you as well. Wow. You know what it says? You know what it says?
Doesn't it say Aisha is in
It says,
hell?
yeah, no, in fire. Aisha fell nar. They're saying Aisha fell nar. Aisha fell nar means Aisha in fire because when she dies, she immediately went to hell. Guys, these are Muslims. These are Muslims celebrating Aisha, Muhammad's favorite wife, going to hell. And the text says Aisha fell nar.
I believe this is I can't remember his name, Sheikh Habib. Yes, Yasser Al Habib. Oh man, you can tell I went really deep. and he is now based in the UK. So there's all these conspiracies about these Shirazi Shias running things in the UK. Oh, it goes so deep. Like, they got balloons and everything, man.
Well, I have something to show as well.
Uh-huh. Oops.
Oh, bring it back. Look, Omar Koshan. Can you read this? Do you want to read this? Omar Koshan means the killing of Omar, right? So Shias have a festival celebrating the killing of Omar. I mean, I think a lot of Sunnis would be, I don't know, if you're a Sunni or an ex-Sunni in the live chat, is this like shocking or not? Like, let me know if this is shocking to you. That Shias have festivals for killing of Omar. So do you want to read this?
Omar Kashan, Persian for the killing of Omar, also known as Janjeh Hazrat Zahra, celebration of Fatima al Zahra, is a yearly festival held in some 12er Shia Muslims in Iran. Originally, the festival commemorated the assassination of the second caliph, Umar, by the Persian slave Abu Lulu'a Firuz. In its current
Yeah.
form, it begins on the ninth day of the
No,
month
that's
of.
it. That's it.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to see, right? So, guys, Omar is somebody who Sunnis love as the second caliph or khalif, um, and the Shias have an annual celebration of her, especially given that the person who killed Omar was a Persian slave, a Christian Persian slave. So Omar had a Persian slave, a Christian Persian slave that they killed Omar, and the fact that he was Christian, the fact that he was a slave, and the fact that it was Persian make a lot of people celebrate this. I mean, not Muslims don't. So Muslims don't celebrate the fact that he was Persian, but a lot of Iranians do because Omar committed a lot of crimes in Iran when he invaded Iran, right? So, but yeah, this is it. This. We have a festival in Iran celebrating his assassination by his own slave. Yeah. Let me know, Sunnis. Are you? I'm an ex-Sunni Muslim, and yeah, it's very, very shocking. Okay, good. So I wanted to. You learned something here today. So
Um,
in Pakistan, think about these are neighboring guys. These are neighboring countries, Pakistan and Iran. Okay, Muslims in Pakistan will stab you apparently for if you insult Omar, but Muslims in Iran have annual events celebrating the assassination of Omar. Oh
does this
god.
play? Do you think this plays into the belief that people have that Shias are essentially heretics committing shirk? Because this is how they react to the people that unseated the family that they essentially worship, even though they say that they're not worshiping them. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, say that again. What, who
Do you
who?
think this insulting of the Sahaba plays into the
Right.
belief that Shias are heretics that are committing shirk because they're doing this
No.
for the sake of lifting up
Oh,
the
actually,
family that they essentially worship, even though
no,
they're not
because
supposed to say
you
that.
cannot say that because you're lifting up Omer. Like lifting up is not enough to be shirk. The fact that they pray towards their graves and call upon their name when they want to pray, that's what makes us shirk, right? Not just lifting
Mm.
them up. Oh, by the way, here's an interesting question. Here's like people, let's nerd about Islam. Why? Let me, Susie, let me know if you know this. It's okay if you don't. Why the celebration of the assassination of Omar is called celebration of Fatima Zahra. Like, what does Fatima got to do with Omar?
Because correct me if I'm wrong, Umar burst into the home of Ali. I can't remember why. He was going to go
Yes.
confront Ali about something or burn down the house.
Good. Yeah.
something like this.
Mm.
And when
So,
he burst through the front door, he slammed the door into Fatima, who was pregnant, and she died as a result of miscarrying
right,
because of
right,
that
right.
injury, right?
So,
And
yeah,
she's the
you
mother
got.
of Beli yeah.
I didn't expect you to get that, but amazing, amazing. I mean, Susanna has more knowledge about these things than most Muslims do, to be honest, right? But that was great. Yes. So Omar, Shias hate Omar mostly. So here's the thing: Iranian religious people and Iranian nationalists hate Omar for different reasons, right? So Iranian religious Shia, the main reason why they hate Omar is because he burst into the door of Ali's home and he killed Fatima, Fatima being Muhammad's daughter, and Shias, they revere Fatima to the point of, you could call it, worship, right? So Shia Iranians, very religious Shia Iranians, hate Omar because he murdered Fatima, right? And that's why the celebrations of Omar's assassination is called the celebration of Fatima to Zahra. But Iranian nationalists, they don't hate Omar for that. They might even congratulate Omar for that one act. Like, that's the only thing that he did right. Okay, they, the, the Iranian nationalists, they hate Omar because of his invasion of the Iranian Sassanid dynasty and bringing Islam to Iran and destroying the Persian Empire. That's what Iranian nationalists hate Omar for.
Oh my god. Yeah, it
Right.
goes deep. If you guys want to see how deep this propaganda goes, go look up a movie called The Lady of Heaven. The Lady of Heaven was produced by this secret extremist Shia group that I've been talking about in the United Kingdom, where they have their base in what's it called, like the Midlands. And they, in this movie, is so anti-Sunni, and they portray all the evil Sahaba as black and dark skin, by the way, a little weird. They show a computer generated version of Muhammad's face, which was very controversial. And this Shia produced movie was so controversial that it literally caused blasphemy outrage in the UK by the local Sunnis, to the point that local movie theaters had to shut down their screenings of the filmings because they were worried about threats to the buildings. So we're seeing blasphemy related censorship and intimidation in the United Kingdom that's been imported into the UK, versus no, unless you're a freaking nerd like us, no like UK citizen is going to understand why this movie about Muhammad's daughter is so offensive to Muslims to the point that they're threatening the building that it's in. And yet they were very willing to easily shut down this movie
Mm.
that they thought was offensive, or apparently offensive. It became a whole huge issue in the United Kingdom, to the point that when you go read government reports about the problem of blasphemy related violence in the United Kingdom, and I go read these reports, they touch on this incident as a major inflection point. So go look up the trailers for The Lady of Heaven, and we tried to cover this news story. So you can go find our coverage on this on our channel. But when we reviewed the trailer, the production company of these secret Shias came and cracked down on us and filed copyright claims against us for reviewing it and exposing their cryptic propaganda. Versus if you go
Yeah.
look up other trailer reactions to this movie, you're not going to find that they struck down those commentaries, because they're not
Yeah.
criticizing that. It goes so
Yes.
deep.
By the way, let's expose us. I think we're acting like we are exposing these Shias because we are secret Shias ourselves. Why is it that both me and you are wearing black in Muharram? This is it's you know what? This is we're wearing it's Muharram and we're wearing black. We have been exposed, Susie. Like
Let me
what is
turn away
this?
from the camera while I. Ow! If anyone wonders why my chest turns bright red for the next segment, you just saw why. Like I'm already.
All right. So secret Shias exposed. Okay. So can we clap for the next news?
No, we should do the super chats first.
Oh yes, thank you for remembering.
Levantix is saying like the stream and comment afterwards. Angel LR is also reminding people in terms of donating and supporting the show, only do as much as you can, even if it's just a like and comment. It does help. X Livin gave us 20 Canadian dollars. Wow, thank you. That's so generous. Saying, my mom
Thank you.
follows you on X and loves you both. Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh.
um, oh, and a quick note on the last story that D is mentioning that I forgot to mention is that the there are charges being filed against both the boy that committed this murder and his uncles and father that incited him to violence. Gasian American sent a super chat saying, "Did you guys hear about the situation in Mexico where they canceled the Poseidon statue in favor of the Mayan god Chakak?" I don't know how to pronounce any of those words. The word hurricane comes from Huracan, god of storms. Yeah, so there was this
Mm.
situation in Mexico where I can't remember why, but it was some sort of maybe like an arts festival or something, and they constructed a statue of Poseidon like in the sea, and then people they had to go remove it because people were saying that it was going to make their local storm god angry.
Oh wow. So
Yeah.
Storm God against another I mean Poseidon is sea and storm. So this is the
Mhm.
battle of ancient gods. That's
Mhm.
amazing.
Mhm.
Weird. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Um, and John is asking, oh, ooh, this is an interesting topic. What's the view of the Shirazis, meaning the Shirazi Shias? Uh, and they're called this because they
Oh,
follow uh Sadiq al-Shiraz or whatever his name is, something like that. What's the view of Shirazis on the woman life freedom movement and the regime? Well, they're against the regime. The regime
yes.
put their leader under house arrest. They are so extreme that the Islamic Republic is trying to shut them down, partially because it challenges their power. They also do other rituals that are forbidden by the regime, such as tatbir. Tatbir is where you actually you slice and cut your face to
Your no no
commemorate.
no your
Yeah,
forehead.
I've seen them do it on the forehead of like infants.
Oh.
Um,
Infant, yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
to
So
commemorate the blood
so
of the
if I haven't seen that, I haven't followed them for a while to know what they say about the woman life freedom movement. But if I had to guess, they would claim that this is the results of the Iranian regime being horrible or whatever. I'm guessing that they would focus more on their anti-regime. They would just use it as a sign to show that the regime is failing in Iran. Not that they would be any better if they were in power.
and
Anyways.
also there are certain other notable people who seem like they're critics of Islam, but actually they're just critics of Sunni Islam and they get propped up in Western media
Yes.
as reformers,
Right,
such
right.
as Imam Tawhidi. He is
Yes, yes.
one of these Shirazi Shias.
Right, right. So guys, be careful. So if somebody is trying to tell you that, oh, I'm a Muslim against terrorism, and they're Shia, they're actually endorsing the original terrorist, which was Hussein. Okay. So they act like they are against ISIS and Al Qaeda, but they're not against terrorism. They're against ISIS and Al Qaeda because they're Sunni, right? And they're like, oh, there was a time which was a freedom fighter, that was fighting against these people like ISIS and Al Qaeda. But if you go read that Hussein story, Hussein himself was ISIS and Al Qaeda. They're supporting the ISIS and Al Qaeda of his time, right? He was, yeah. Anyways, so
Basically, the man who goes by and popularized himself as the Imam of Peace has some other ties that are
right,
questionable.
right,
Because
right,
I
right.
had a
In fact,
colleague sending this to me,
I
like,
would
"Oh my
say,
god, look at this guy. He's on our side." And I'm like, "Not what you
yeah,
think."
I would say the second terrorist in Islamic history was Hussein. If we want to call Muhammad the first one, the second one was Hussein. He just failed though, like Muhammad.
That's a hot take. And this is why
Yes,
you side with Yazid. Hashtag
yes,
Yazid did nothing wrong. Hashtag
Yazid all
Yazid.
the way. In fact, let me go wear his colors. In fact, well, let me go wear Yazid colors because I'm like Muharram burning. Yeah, hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
Oh my god. Wow. Should I go change out of black as well? Armin has done entire streams on the Persian side of things, just all about siding with Yazid. And it's so funny because the way you were
I,
raised, I remember you telling me that you once met someone whose name was Yazid, and based on how you were raised, you're like, do your parents hate you? Why would they name you Yazid?
so we're getting too nerdy. People don't understand what I'm
I
saying.
know, I'm
All you need to
sorry.
know is hashtag Yazid did nothing wrong. Yeah. Uh, hashtag Hussein was a terrorist. Hashtag, you know, good. No, I don't know what other hashtag to. But again, red. Yeah, Yazid alayhi salam. Salam bar Yazid alayhi salam. I celebrate. If you guys know what I'm talking about, let me know in the comment section so we don't. I know we're getting into too many details about this,
Yeah.
but let me know if
Yeah.
you want me to do a stream explaining the battle between Yazid and Hussein and why Yazid was on the right side of that battle. If you want to know that, let me know. Do you know who makes the most amazing, gorgeous, and other adjectives that I can't use here on YouTube? Blasphemous art ever? We do! And for some reason, we are giving it away for free. Download them now using the link in the description before we change our mind.